What's up, YouTube fam? This is Dark Angel's Journey, and I'm Shakira. Also, that is my kitty. What's up, little kitty? Who's my little man bun? Yes. Anyway, for all you cat lovers out there, welcome to the awesome. All right, so this is going to be another backtesting. I've picked a coin I know all of nothing about, so that's going to be fun. So if you see me jiggle, bounce, that's because the kitty wants attention, right, Bubby? Kitty wants attention, so I apologize ahead of time. But what can you do? It's Sunday. I'm just trying to understand what I'm looking at so I can systematically do this trading thing. I'm gonna turn this into a business, the type of business that's gonna make me a little cha-ching, cheddar, cheese. So today we're just gonna roll back into some more price action concepts and back testing those. This coin, Ches USDT, I don't know anything about it, but I'm on Big Cat Trading, so I'm using those. And again, I'm just gonna be kicking it with my higher lower highs, imbalance finder, and maybe some moving averages just for funsies. So as usual, let's start off with understanding where we are. And this thing seems to be doing relatively well in comparison to everybody else. Like, wow. But it's also only been around since, oh my goodness, this is brand new, man, May. Now, guys, if you're doing any long-term investing or anything in these things, and you're not just trading it, daily, then I would say do your research, figure out what the heck it is. I'm just grabbing random coins just to figure out what I could possibly do with it. Now, I haven't done any replays on this yet, so I'm going to just do that. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to randomly click somewhere. Oh, wow, that went far. Ew. Okay, whatever. So, random spot to start trying to trade this thing. So what do I know? Let's see. Let's get some levels going. Let's grab that guy. And looks like we have one here, approximately, and that's all the juicy that I can see. I'm going to drop my higher lows and my imbalance onto here, and let's drop the moving averages. In this case, I think I'm just got the 50 and the 200. Granted, this thing's not been around for 200 days, so we can turn that off and just use the 50. So yellow. All right, so I am thinking, for the foreseeable, can't say words, future, I'm going to try and work on the 4 hour after I've done my initial analysis. And God, the start of this coin just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know about you guys, but this feels like something I shouldn't even be trying to do anything with. All right, so what do we have so far? I guess it's not doing too bad in terms of semi-respecting the 50, but it's not moving away from it as much as I would like. But this looks like it could be promising. So what kind of structure do we have? So I'm just bouncing around this thing. Looks like we've bounced to hit the top of this thing. And we made some higher lows. So we're making higher. And then this is where we kind of broke. It's not really much of a break, though, is it? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, especially when you're trying to understand the way these things work. But this higher high, actually, so this lower low, it did break it and go higher. Nah, on the 4 hour, still nothing juicy. So let's let it play out a little bit more. I'm looking to see if I'm looking for things like market structure breaks or breakup structures or something for trending. Right now, it's above the 50, and honestly, given where I started this thing, if I'd seen this break closed above it, then I would have probably entered here to go up this way. Looks like right now we might have an opportunity for a short from here, but we don't know anything else about this coin, right? Let's drop down to the 15 and see what this, ugh, man, that's gross. Ah, that's better. Gotta hit the auto. All right, so anything juicy. So on the 15, we have a juicy looking break from here. And this is from the start of this whole coin. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go with what we see. So we have this juicy break on the 15. Let me change the color of that. Change that to white. And let's, so juicy break meaning, well, yeah. And it's always good to zoom out, right? But it is looking pretty juicy, you know. Price busted past the other high. So if we're lucky, and it's just one big juicy break, if we're lucky, price might come back down into this imbalance. So let's go ahead and mark that out on the 15. And let's just go imbalance, 15 minutes. All right, and then, all right, so what I'm looking for is there something under here? It's a tiny imbalance down here. And then let's see, is there any areas that could be considered like stop hunt areas for this? No, at least not that I can see for the time being. All right, so what I'm looking for is for price to come back down into this area, somewhere in this imbalance. And then, so of course it's gonna break below the 50 and come back in this area. Let's see if we can't, let's see how far away are we from this bottom level here. All right, so technically if we're expecting to continue ranging, then we're making lower highs. So let's see what happens when it comes in here. If it breaks below it, then, you know, we can try find another price action to go short. But, you know, something that I've been trying to pay attention to, right? So there's this potential for drawing using the GAN box to set or premium and discount zones, right? So in the red here we have our premium zone, and discount zone is in this kind of light area. And let's set our imbalance to be a different color. So it's a little more obvious when it gets into it. All right. Okay, so premium zone meaning once price hits here, I'm only looking to short. Discount zone, once price gets into it, I'm looking to long, right? So let's let this play out a little bit and see what else we have to work with, because we're at the 0.5, and of course drawing your premium zone is all about taking your highest high to the next available lowest low. Now you could have probably done that on the 4 hour, but let's see if we can't trade this short area here. All right, let's let that play out some more. Man, that lower high is not looking very, looks like it's not going to respect, you know, and it doesn't have to come back down. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, quick and dirty. Plot back down. Let's see. What are you gonna do? Ches. What the heck is Ches? Well, looks like the 50 is coiling upwards, still trying to break below it. Man, this coin is rough. You know what? I honestly, it might be best to just pick a different. Oh, wait, it just broke below it. So, you know, here's another fun fact, right, guys? So, like, I'm waiting for this because I want to take a long this way, you know. But if you'd been looking for a shorting opportunity from the premium zone, which you could do, right? Then, you know, you could write it from the premium zone to like this imbalance or that imbalance or whatever. But we got in here a little late and we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So I'm just gonna wait for it to come back down here, see if I can find maybe another like break or something to go long back up. Granted, I could be wrong, and it could be like flying down the opposite direction. But you know, let's see how well this MSB works. Let's let that play out some more. So we're dropping down. Ooh, we're getting juicy. All right. All right. All right. All right, let's pause here. Oops, pause. All right, so it came into our space. We're below the 50. Okay, a couple options, right? Because I said I want to do 4 and 15. I might want to look at the 5 minutes just to see what that looks like. Maybe it creates another micro break I can use, boom, for another entry. So I'm waiting. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. Maybe it creates something like that. Because you could either do that, or you could what's what I'm looking for. You could also just have like a conditional or a stop limit order to enter back into a trade, right? So let's zoom in on this puppy. Anything juicy yet? That looks like some stop hunt action right there. I don't know that I like that. Let's let that play out some more. Now, another rule of thumb you could work with, right, is hold on. So we did get, oh, that's a lower. I did sort of break it. Let's still let it play out some more. 50s come to meet it. So I'm going to set this as two things, right? Because it came here. Let's go back to our 15 minute, because I'm still trying to work this out. That's what that looks like on the 15. So rule of thumb could be that you could enter into the trade once it hits the imbalance, or somewhere like halfway through the imbalance, and for it to go back up, and probably set your stop loss below the imbalance. I'm still too new, you know, honestly, to really be sure of whether or not that's a good method. But I mean, this is giving me some good vibes heading in the opposite direction, at least back up to the 50, right? So let's say we were watching this and we saw, oops, let me grab the long, where it's coming to our position, and I want to jump into my trade about here. So, and then my aim is going to be something reasonable back into my premium zone. So I'm in my discount zone right now, so I need to be taking a long from here. Let's say either this imbalance right here, you know, as my target, because it's going to come back and try and eat that. Yay. What I don't know is, because I want to enter, and let's turn this off for a hot second. I want to enter somewhere in the middle of this imbalance. This seems to be driving away from it right now, so I don't know if it's going to come back down. And oh guys, wait, is this also a SR flip zone? Because that would be great too. Let's see. There's a couple of things to help make this even more secure of an entry, right? So let's come back down on the 15. Let's draw that, and let's go back further. Let's make this like make that purple, and let's see if if this thing has used it before. Let's come over. Does anybody? It's not super new, so. And I'm also still figuring out the best way to draw these things too. Usually it's, you know, when you've got a nice juicy break like this, boom, right? So I think I've got it a little too high up. It should be like in something like that, where it's at the base of the break and it, you know, converges with other areas that I've been touching, like these guys. We have anything on the other side? Almost. Anything else? No, okay. So it's still pretty new, this thing, so. All right, so I wish I'd noticed that earlier when I looked at the first thing, you know, because the SR flip could also say where I want to enter that trade too. So I've got this imbalance, I've got the SR flip, I've got nice good momentum. All right, so then if I was doing this right, and if I found all of the juicy things that could come and smack me about, the entry should have been somewhere in the middle of here instead. But let's say I didn't notice it, which I didn't, so let's let that play out. And this makes me feel like either it's gonna, fly away and, yeah. Yeah. It's retesting the 50. I don't know if it's gonna reject it. Looks like we're coming back to retest it. And that's the other thing I'm trying to figure out too. Like, do I enter in at the very first juncture or wait for the pullback if there's going to be a pullback? But look at what's happening with the 50. It's finding purchase above it, and we're at the 0.5 area right here. Check it. Let me pull this over. Oopsie. Let's pull that over. So now it's coming back. Oops, let's just make sure I haven't messed up my GAN box here. Perfect. So it's coming back into, all right, hold on. So it's come back and touched the imbalance and the thing. So I've definitely just missed this trade if I were to be a stickler to this 50%, and I didn't notice the SR flip. Let's turn my higher low back on. So lower high, high. Okay. Does it come in later on for me to do it? For me to get in here? Because my first option, if I was in the middle, that would have worked out nicely. And it's really hard to trade these new coins, I think, because they're so volatile. Like, anything's possible. Look at this ridiculousness. Now it's popping back in. Let's see. Maybe I'd be patient, and I might be able to get in on this trade. Let's see. So it's looking like, oh, look at that. Oh my God. Wow. What? Did you see that? Single candle? Okay, guys. So what did we just learn? All right. So we need to be careful when we're setting or stop limit orders, right? Look to the left of the chart to see what else might be there. So what are we looking for? We're looking for imbalances that price might be drawn to. We're looking for areas where support and resistance might get flipped. In this case, you saw this one a little late. So I put my order in the wrong place and missed this trade, or I would have missed this trade because of that. And I'm in this case deciding that the 50 was relatively useless. But my premium and discount zones are pretty boss, I think. What do you guys think? Drop something in the comment and let me know what your thoughts are. So to recap, let's think through a few things, right? Let's think through what might bring the price to the area where you want to enter in from your juicy break, assuming your break's going to work. So in this case, we had the imbalance here, but I missed this SR flip area, which worked juicily. And then, wow, I'm just like, wow. And be flexible with your entries, right? And just make sure that your stop losses are at a decent space so you can, get in on some action. Man, you want to bet this thing just right after it busted through, because that's insane. Let's see. Did it just shut the front door? Wait. Oh no, wow, that thing just went parabolic right after. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, so whoever was trading this on that day, definitely, but whenever it pops up so fast, it usually retraces just as fast. Look at that. Big, what was that, a V? Anyway, I'm gonna chill for I'm gonna call that quits for the moment. But guys, this is a journey, right? So I'm expecting that as I'm learning how to do all these different things, that I'll be able to refine my process for entering and exiting trades. Because for funsies, oh, where's my, and I'm testing some stuff out. So for funsies, I've opened up a something to test out. And guys, as you're testing a new method, I highly suggest that you don't use your own money. Like whatever platform that you're using, like I'm using Bigot. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form, but if they have a demo platform, use it, right? Like right now, I was testing something for ETH, and I'm about 1% into the negative for now. I don't know. Hopefully, it works. It was a bit of a breakout trade that I was looking at. Let me turn all these off. By the way, I don't know, I'm testing out this chandelier stop thing. So basically it tells you where you should put your stop loss based on where you enter into your trade, right? So if you entered here, then your stop should have been up here, just to give it room to breathe. Multiple ways to do this. Like I also like the ATR thing, you just from the base of wherever. So like, man, that is I just can't. That is wow. This drives home that these altcoins can go nuts, right? All right, so just as a reminder, to give it room to breathe. If I had entered here, then your stop loss should have been the base of this, which is 0.12115, and the ATR at that time, which looks like, and you can use the ATR script for that. It looks like it was 0.00131. So that would have been 0.1211 minus 0.00131, and that should be your stop loss, just to give it room, right? And you can go more than one ATR. You can go 2, 3, whatever your risk rewards appetite is. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's good for now. Let me know in the comments if you like these back testing. I'm really interested in trying to figure out if I can use the market structure breaks and the premium and discount zone concepts to standardize my entries and exits from these different trades. And wow, I mean, what is that? Anyway, sorry, I'm still really amazed. Anyway, drop comments down below. Let me know if you thought Kitty was super cute. And happy Sunday. Y'all enjoy yourselves, all right? All right, YouTube fam, Shakira, out.